All right, people. Trade recap. It's been 4 days since I didn't take a trade. So it's been a couple days, but again, start of a new week. I didn't like today's price action too much, but we ended up finding a trade on ES, but we ended up getting stopped out at break even. Tito, stop it. You hear Tito in the background. He's rubbing his back on the floor. But, yeah, today we hit a trade for first TP hit. Wasn't the best risk to reward. That's why we left runners for a negative risk to reward. So it wasn't the best risk to reward, but again, we had equal lows. But again, I left runners all the way down for here to a 1 to 2, but we didn't want to hit those. Excuse me, my neck is killing me. But yeah, we still made money today. 1 TP hit, and then we got stopped at a break even. So let's go over the trade. So originally, I kept switching my bias from bullish to bearish. Price action was a little confusing today. You can see it's no news Monday. We had chops, so I was just not going to trade today. But a trade ended up presenting itself. I ended up taking it. I de-risked a little bit, and we made like $350, like $50 per account or something like that. So as you can see, we came up and we formed these new 1 hour highs at 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. close, I'm pretty sure, right? 1 hour high. Yeah, we formed these 1 hour highs at the 9 a.m. close, sorry. I thought we could come out and take those up. Again, we had London session highs and a different hourly high above, but we ended up taking those out. I thought we were going to get a reaction off of those, and that was the first trade I saw people take. It was off this move because we inversed the 5-minute fair value gap. People took a trade to the downside, targeting these lows. I didn't see an entry there, but I waited patiently. I wasn't going to trade, but we could see on the 15-minute time frame, we created, where did we create those equal lows? We created equal lows, right? Or relative equal lows right here on NASDAQ, and then on ES where we created the equal lows. You can see, watch. We created these equal lows right here. So I was like, dude, these gotta get hit. So let's see. I'll X this out. So what I was looking for, right? I was looking for a break structure to the downside from this 1 hour draw on liquidity. We ended up breaking structure to the downside, right? So I scaled down to the 1 minute time frame. I wasn't worried about this fair value gap. I wanted to see this big fair value gap get filled first, and then bearish confluences get respected. So I was looking for a break structure to the downside, and as we could see, we didn't get a break structure here. We didn't get a break structure here. And then we ended up getting a break structure on this candle right here. So this was my entry. I got my entry in here. I wanted my stops to be above this 1 minute fair value gap, so I put my stops up there. First TP was these equal lows on ES, and I thought, hey, we had relative equal lows on NASDAQ also. We're probably going to come back down, take out these lows, which we ended up doing, but I wanted ES to run down with that and take out these lows also, but it didn't want to. So first TP was here. I took off 50% of my take profit because it was at the equal lows, and I thought we could have the potential to reverse, which we did. But again, I've been working on letting my runners run because I feel like that's been my biggest problem with these PA accounts. I got to let these runners run because with the way I trade, the strategy I trade, those winners, when I let them run, are going to help me out a lot more. And I've been noticing that because I take my profits a little bit early and I get a little uncomfortable. So today I worked on that. I think I did good doing that. I took off 50% of my first take profit because, again, it was equal lows. And I was nervous that, hey, we probably can react off of that. But then I had another runner at these London session lows and then another runner at these 4 hour lows, which we didn't end up hitting. We came back up, got stopped at break even, but we still ended up making $50 per account. So it was around $350 on the day. Not the biggest day, but again, we're just trying to get better every single day and try and become who we want to be. And hopefully by a Conan's egg, like TJR. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's pretty crazy though. He's my age and he already has a car like that, which is nuts. But again, we're in no rush. Again, we're on our own journey. I'm not trying to rush the process, but definitely it's one of my goals, right? To become really successful in trading. So other than that, I feel like I did good today. Emotions were good. I was very patient. I was fine with missing out because it was a no news Monday, and we have FOMC on Wednesday. So it's a pretty news-packed week. Definitely going to be cautious this entire week. But again, tomorrow I'm open to trading because we have no red folder news, and then we'll see what happens the rest of the week. But yeah, pretty simple trade recap. Today's price action wasn't the best, but we still found an entry. I knew those 15-minute lows had to get hit, the equal lows. I'm not saying I knew. Again, everything's based off of probability, but the way the market was looking, we came up, we swept out that high time frame buy side liquidity. I had a feeling we can get a reaction off of that, which we did. We broke structure on the 5-minute time frame. That's why I focused on ES first, because we never broke structure to the downside on the 5-minute time frame on NASDAQ until we were already down by these lows. So again, that's why I scaled down on the 1-minute time frame on ES. Look for the 1-minute fair value gap to get filled, which it did. And we actually, real quick while we're here, we reacted off 5-minute equilibrium. I marked out 5 equilibrium from these highs to these lows, and we could see we were reacting off 5-minute equilibrium also. When we came into that 1-minute fair value gap, waited for that break of structure. Was very patient. We came close to breaking structure like 2 or 3 times, and I stayed patient. Once we did break, I said, fuck it. We're going to trust our bias, trust how we trade, and we did. But we de-risked a little bit. Again, on each trade, I usually risk around 200 per account, or up to 250. But for this trade, I only went in 4 micro E-minis on ES, and we had a 6-point stop, basically 7-point stop, which was risking around $125 or something like that for this trade to make around 250 or something like that with partials. So again, it was a good risk to reward. We could have made a little bit more, but again, 50% taken off the first one. We let those runners run, which I've been working on, and wasn't emotional. Set price to break even. Wanted to come back up. I set price to break even if this fair value gap got fair value gap got inversed, which it did. So I knew that we were most likely going to get stopped out. So I put my stop to break even if that was going to get inversed. I wanted to respect it, but we didn't want to. The market didn't do what it wants, and ended up coming back up, chopping around for a little bit, and now we're just moving nowhere. So, yep, I think I traded good today. Still got a long journey. I want to get that big payout, but I'm not going to rush it this time. Last time we were on those 11 accounts, and we rushed it and fucked that up. So, again, we're just going to take our time. We're on our own journey. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. I just post this stuff to get my journey out there and, again, help people who are new to trading, even people who are experienced. Maybe you learned something from my videos, but other than that, I'm going to post a live video from the Discord because, again, it is a private Discord now. The link will be down in the bio also if you guys want to come join the Discord. There's a free section. There's a VIP section. And I'm going to make a one-time purchase section too so you have a lifetime membership. But, again, right now it's $9.99 a month because, I don't know, I think it's worth it. We put a lot of work into the Discord. And, again, I want people who actually are going to be real traders, not some scammer people who just keep trying to scam people in the Discord because, again, when it's free, we just have a bunch of those people joining, messaging people in the DMs and all that shit, which is annoying. So, again, $9 a month, $10 a month, whatever, $9.99 a month. You literally go to McDonald's to buy a Big Mac nowadays, and that's like $6-7. So if you don't want to invest $9 into your trading education and being part of a good group, I don't know what else to tell you. I think it's worth it. So, yeah, join the Discord. Come check out the community. This is today's trade recap. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Today was more about patience. I was fine with sitting out today. Ended up seeing a trade. We took it. First take profit hit. Set the break even. Let the runners run. Didn't get to hit them. But again, still ended the day in green. So other than that, appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy these. I'm going to start posting the lives too. Because again, all my other ones got copyrighted. Now I put copyright music in the back. So again, you guys can see this, right? I think you guys can see that the whole time. Hopefully you did. Because, again, I got this big-ass screen, and when I do it on OBS, I can't put it all together. All right, but other than that, I'm going to stop talking, go to the gym. Green's green. I don't know. I think we did good today. Just taking my time. I'm just trying to get better every day, right? That's all we can do. All right, appreciate it. Like, subscribe. Check out the YouTube. Check out the Instagram. All that shit. Join the Discord. And, yeah, I don't know what to say. Goodbye.